Showing love. I think a lot of us got love mixed up. A lot of people think that love is like, if you ever recognize and see how people look at love and how they always say, oh, you don't love me if you didn't do this, you don't love me if you didn't do that. They didn't love me because they, whatever it is that they got in their mind. And I feel like we really have that misconstrued, misunderstood. Everybody think that love is like an exchange or something like that. I don't feel like that. From when this book that I was recently listening to by my partner Davion, he showed it to me. It explained how love is it's unexpected. You know what I mean? It's like you give love without expecting to give something, without expecting to get something back. And I feel like that's huge. That's a huge thing, you know, because everybody think that love is supposed to be, oh, I give you this and you give me something, or I do that. That there is a transaction. That's not love. That's transaction. Love is simply just doing something for somebody out of the love for them and not expecting nothing back. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you do, whether big, small, anything like that, any point in time. But most people nowadays, they just want to do something and expect something in return. That's why it's kind of hard to accept anything. Well, I know for me, it's hard for me to accept anything from anybody because you never know if they're truly doing it out of love or if they're truly expecting something back. And even if they do and I accept it, in most cases, it's already in my mind like, either it's coming back to you or something like that because I've been conditioned just like how everybody else is, you know. But I just don't do things, not saying I'm no better than anybody else, because if I do something, I'm not necessarily expecting something back unless that is what the conditions are, you know. It's been talked about like that. But if I just do it for you, how can I sit here and expect something back? You know what I'm saying? The only thing, my main thing is just thought. I'm big on that. I'm big on respect and on thought. Like having, like if I'm on your mind like that, if you realize what it is that I do, or who it is that I am as a person, you know what I'm saying? If I put you in that place, you know what I'm saying? Put you in that place to put you, you know what I'm saying? To feel like I could do something for you and not even have to worry about expecting nothing back because I already know how you are as a person. You would appreciate that. And in most cases, you would already be the same way with me, which is why I am the same way with you. But in most cases, most people can't do that because everybody is afraid to take that first step. They're afraid of what can happen or how they could be, how it's all fear. Everybody afraid of being either laughed at or being dogged or anything like that, or feeling like they've been used or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But people show you who they are. They do. But how can you truly figure somebody out if you're not truly making some type of step first anyway? Usually I kind of feel like it's the man's job. But nowadays with equality and shit like that, when it comes down to it, like it doesn't matter who it comes from. As long as you're giving and not expecting. You know what I'm saying? That there is true love. That there is how God gives it to us. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, and that there makes sense to me. That makes perfect sense. How can relationships or friendships or anything like that not last if true love was in place? You know what I'm saying? If true love is in place like that, nobody can truly hurt anybody. Because there's no expecting. Like if you give something and you expect something back, that's the only way that you'll end up being hurt is if you do not get something back. That means it didn't come from love. That action that you did, it did not come. It was not out of love. You did it expecting something. And a lot of people move like that. Some people don't even realize that they move like that, but they'll put it out there just because that's the way that they feel. They feel like that there is real love. It's not like that. Shit does not work like that. Everybody say funny, like look, I bought this sweater and these pair of pants one point in time. I didn't have shit to wear, and it said "fuck love" on it, right? Every time I put it on, I just felt I couldn't feel it. I couldn't feel myself. I couldn't be comfortable. I was not comfortable in it just because of the words. I feel like shit like that carries weight. It carries energy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't represent that. I can't represent that. Like running around with something that says "fuck love" on the front. Like that's kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But some people see that shit is like that. A lot of people say that love is dead. It's not dead. People just afraid to show it. Love is the most powerful force on the face of this earth. It can never die. What do you mean? Now it's not going nowhere. Y'all just scared to show it. And not only that, y'all just don't even truly know what it is. You done put it out there to be some transactional. That's what you done made it out to be. You done made it a transaction. And when somebody's not exchanging with you like that, then you feel like they don't love you. Love ain't a transaction, bro. It's not a transaction. It's more of like a cycle, bro, when it comes down to it. It's just understood. Hard as hell for me to explain, but everything understood don't need to be explained, does it? Especially something like that. It's giving and not expecting. I feel like this real shit. It has to be real. That's the only way that love can actually just that's what we missing. You know what I'm saying? That's what we missing as a people. Where everybody's just expecting something from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Always got to be this, it's got to be that. Well, you ain't doing this, so I'm not doing this. Well, you ain't it. You know what I'm saying? It's just that back and forth ass, negative ass shit that ain't getting nobody nowhere. That's why everybody running through so many different partners, going through this and that, all kind of just out here just doing whatever the fuck they want to do. And which is cool, but if that's what you do, but at the same time, like shit, where is that gonna get you in life? Where is that gonna get you? Where is that gonna end? Where you gonna end up at being like that? Just expecting everybody just to do something. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people would just expect somebody to do something first. I even had an individual tell me somebody got to show me off the window. They got to show me consistently over and over and over before I actually show them that something. Like you don't see nothing unethical about that. You don't see something wrong with that right there. It's something that to me is something wrong, but a lot of people will see it that way. They will. How can anything like that last? As long as you got that negative energy up under you brewing, of course, eventually that shit it'll boil over, bro. That shit'll boil over. This shit go for men and women, because men and women kind of out here on the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And we not the same. We're not the same. Everybody try to put it out there as if that we are. I can understand the equal rights type shit and shit like that, but at the same time, like, no, we are not the same. The only things that should be the same should be the love that we have to show for each other. Giving and not expecting. And it's not hard to give to somebody, because that's how I work. Like if I can show you something, you know what I'm saying? I'll show you. You know what I'm saying? What it is that I can. If I care about you, I'll do a little something for you. Don't gotta be big, ain't gotta be huge. It can just be meaningful. You know what I'm saying? And people will show you who it is that they are. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else will get butt hurt if somebody don't do something back or anything like that. Like, no, you ain't gotta get butt hurt. Like, people just show you who it is that they are. If people just paid attention. But they'll try to rather put the blame off on the opposing person. You know what I'm saying? It's never the blame. They know nobody. You don't see many people out here actually that just take the blame for what it is that they do. It ain't their fault, because they truly just cannot see nothing else but what it is that's going on with them and them alone. That's it. But it's all good. But that chain has to be broken. It has to be. Because that shit is not our way. I don't feel like it is. And even if it is, that shit needs to be broken in it, because there ain't nothing but negative energy tied to all of that when it comes down to it. That's it. Negative energy. Some shit that we do not need. Real talk. I feel like we need to work on that. Like work on understanding what it is that love is. It is not transactional. It's not. It's not transactional. You can't, if you truly love a person, you will give to that person and not expect nothing back. But understand the fact that if you're giving to a person and they never give you and you're not expecting back, but you never see anything from them, don't be dumb either. You know what I'm saying? Evidently, that person don't have that same energy or that same love for you. So you need to quit that. It's not hard. Like, hey, y'all be out here just making shit hard, like making it hard as fuck. To understand if somebody is truly for you or with you or rock with you like that. That shit is not that hard, bro. Just pay attention. Most of y'all just need to shut the fuck up sometimes and listen. You'd be surprised how many conversations I have out here where people just be talking, bro. Like, hey, they just talk, just want to hear themselves talk. I'm starting to feel like I'm the same way though. But at the same time though, but I will listen to an individual. You know what I'm saying? My word ain't the only word that matters. We are all individual people out here in this world. We all have our own views in this world. Our own things that we done been through. You know what I'm saying? So nobody can truly just say whether if anybody is wrong or right. I just think that we all know what wrong and right is, and we have that written in our essence. You know if it's right or if it's wrong. You know if it carries positive or negative energy. You already know. You were created with that. I was just talking to a woman a few days ago about church, because I don't go to church. I don't knock anybody for it, but I wasn't able to find God in church. It's just not for me. I done tried, you know. But I mean, it's all good. I don't knock it, but it's just not for me. My understanding of God doesn't come from there. It comes from within me. But she truly didn't understand it. I was trying to tell her, and she knows the Bible. She knows a little something. You know, I give it to her. And I'm the type, I'm always open and willing to listen. You know what I mean? And accept what it is. You know what I'm saying? And decipher whatever it is that you're saying, or try to take heed to what it is that you're saying, pull it in and examine it for myself. Because that's me. I'm going to examine. I'm going to see what's up. I'm going to hear you out, and I'm going to see how it is that I feel about it. But and so I would listen to her while she say what she say. But at any point in time I start talking, then she kind of cut me off. She's an older woman, and I had to be respectful, you know. I'm like, you know, but she just cut me off and be like, no, that's not it. Like, no, it's this right here, and you know, wasn't hearing nothing. So even though I'm gonna be respectful, I'm gonna listen to you, and I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, do it the way I need to do it. You know, I respect women. So when it come down to it, yeah, I'll listen to you, but at the same time, you're not hearing me. So I can't really take in anything that you're trying to tell me. Nothing. Because you're not even listening to me. You can't even tell me anything that I done said because you ain't listening. You're mentally blocked. And it's like you mentally blocked. You're telling me about the Bible and about church and how I need to be in there, but you're not even hearing nothing. How you know? You don't even know where it is that I'm at in my life. You know nothing about me because you ain't heard nothing that I had to say. You're an intelligent woman. But at the same time, like, I can't take heed because you ain't even you're not listening. Although that's kind of off track, but at the same time, you know, I feel like you need to pay attention, man. Pay attention. Love is not transactional. It's not transactional. Don't be around here get giving and expecting and all kind of shit like that, and then trying to call it love, calling it something that it's not, because that is not it. It's not. But I-20 East Podcast, I'm back, baby. I love y'all. And salute.